just sucks up too many resources. Can't stream with it. All right, let me go back. See if I can catch the live sunset. Why is it showing two live? Huh, that's funny. Okay, I only have one live going, right? Yeah. All right. Howdy, howdy. Oh, shoot. Howdy, howdy. Sorry. Why is it not muting? There we go. I think it's got to be muted. All right. So there we go. How's that for a sunset? Yeah, I guess I can't use Prism. It's really bad. I was excited that I was able to get on it. It was streaming fine, and the picture was pretty, but I did a little different spot. We're looking at smaller weeds instead of the big bush today. So I'm thinking of doing a sunrise tomorrow. We'll have some clouds. I have a camper right behind me that they had a flag up last night with a light on it. It would detract from my sunrise a little bit, but it would also be very patriotic. So we'll probably stream in the morning. Really interesting clouds. I guess there was a plane doing circles and stuff the other way, other direction. Well, that's scenic with the dust flying from that little 4x. I can edit. Did I just go off? Oh, no, I'm just. Forgot. I thought I was streaming here for a second, but I'm streaming on the phone outside, not in here. I'm trying to save my StreamYard hours for chats and visit for a while, which would be usually sunrises or a sunset if I knew I was going to be up for a few hours, I would do it, but I'm kind of tiredish, so I'm not going to do it chat when I'm tiredish in the evening. I need to set up a bot for weather and stuff. Let's see, what was today's weather? I slept this afternoon, just like I did yesterday afternoon. It We had a high of 66 today. Need to find your TV remote. You're putting that up on the big screen. Oh, tomorrow's supposed to be the same except cloudier. And then Tuesday I have to work, but it's going to be 75 on Tuesday. But I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I'm off forever. And the temp starts 75 Saturday. So, I don't know. I need to develop some patterns for the summer, like which sunsets am I going to do? I don't want to do them all because then I'd miss red cactuses sunsets, or sunrises, I mean. Sorry, sunrises. Sunsets I can do when I'm not campfiring and eating, which I probably won't be while I'm here in Quartzsite. Oh, we'll see. I thought about going down to Yuma on the first instead of staying here, but I don't know. I'm free to do whatever I want, but I'm too tired to do anything. Who was that? Tom? Looks like it might have been. There's a guy that lives out in the Magic Circle that sells honey. I buy honey from, and I used to sit and chat with him when he was the crapper cop. He sat by the dump station 2 days a week as a volunteer. And I used to go over and sit visit with him. You're cleaning? I cleaned my truck today. It doesn't look like a homeless person truck on the inside anymore. That was so bad. I was so lazy, just throwing stuff everywhere. I opened the door and stuff flew out. I'm like, I gotta clean this. I hate looking like a slob. Sometimes I am a slob because I'm just tired, but I don't have to look like one. I wonder if you play the sunrise and the sunset in reverse, you would see what the same thing as a sunrise or a sunset. You've been lazy too long. When I'm not working, which I hadn't been for a long time, I could pace my days pretty well, and but I don't know. Ever since convoy, oh, I guess I'm needing higher doses of adrenaline or something. But I get bored way too easy, and then I nap, and then my energy's shot for the rest of the day. I should have found somebody to go play chess with today, is what I should have done. I should probably go do that tomorrow. Play a game of chess somewhere or something. I could stream my game, but it's going to be cloudy. And I have some things I wanted to make in the rice cooker too. I went shopping for food today. Although I got mostly carbs and snacking, sugary type stuff. Not necessarily sugar, but sugary, like honey and fruits and stuff like that. And then I found these rice cakes. I ate half the pack already today. It was horrible. But I did not go out to eat at the restaurant today. Went and got food instead. Uh, look, some lunch meat, some cheese, bread, sauerkraut. I could make like Reuben or Rachel, but it wouldn't have the rye or the Thousand Island. But it could have the kraut and the cheese. Well, I don't have the right cheese. Never mind. I forgot to get onion so I could make some beans. But I was going to do that today and I napped instead. So it's a good thing I didn't buy the onion to stink up my fridge. I should probably call my friend and find out if my literally sweeping the ceiling. Wow. It's like you're watching the sunset on the TV and sweeping the stars down so you can touch them. Is that it? We could be imaginative. Imaginative. I can't. Imaginative. There we go. That be the word. Can't wait to see the color in the clouds tonight. That's what made me want to stream because those clouds. I cannot wait to get a camera set up on a conduit pole so I could turn it and do a 360 sunset. I probably could have dug out the pole today. Got to figure out where I put that one phone holder that I had to take apart. 85-inch TV, that's nice. Probably not so nice when somebody's talking. It's probably better for a nice quiet sunset though. But I remember when we were broke down on the road, it was Tracy with the ambulance, Mechanic Eric and me at Mechanic Andy's house and his wife Crystal. And we were watching the lives on the TV and crashing them, calling them up, like the Trucker G. We called them up and sent them a picture of us watching their stream. You have to get big TVs to see it. Yep, there you go. My laptop is my big TV because it's like mm, maybe 16 inches away from my face. So that's my big screen TV. Clouds are already pink the other way. The mountains turn a red pink. Yeah, I get my streaming supplies. I'm really excited about this summer. Got lots of places to go. It looks like I'm probably not even going to be able to head north until June. Because if I'm going April 15th to Mesa for 2 weeks. I'm not going to get to Tucson till the beginning of May. And then I'd like to hit Mingus before I head up north, so it'll probably be like May 15th or so before I hit Mingus Mountain. Hopefully they won't have snow, but sometimes they still do. We'll find out. And then I'm going to head north. So it'll be June. And I start up the coast. Well, I'm not driving up the coast in California, part of it anyway. Although I am going to cities of it, I am taking extra hours to drive not along the coast. I just don't. I hate that coast driving. When you go through a big city, you get relief after you go through the city. On the coast, there is no relief. It's just the city traffic all the way up. I can't do it. Too stressful. Wait a minute, that's supposed to show the chat on the thing, and it didn't. Still didn't do it. Weird. It's funny. I'm actually watching the sunset on the laptop instead of watching it live. That's how much I don't like the wind on my skin. It's hilarious. So we had that pirate guy still around. They walk in the morning, like mid morning, and I almost caught him on camera yesterday. I mean today, but I got distracted. I have to see him coming and kind of get the camera on like I'm filming something else in advance. Is that rude or what? When you dress like a pirate, it's an attraction. It's content, man. Content. I don't know. To me, it says you deserve to have your picture taken, but I don't know. I don't know all the proper manners of streaming and stuff. I barely know all the social things. I can't even tell you how hard I had to study to learn how to socially interact with people. Looks like our breeze isn't going to die down until after 10 tonight. 2 and 4, it's going to be almost still in the middle of the night. Tomorrow's going to be the same as today, only with clouds. Broken and scattered clouds. Wait, overcast ones. Oh, they describe the clouds. All right, let's see. We're going to have, in the morning, clear skies. At 1 o'clock, we're going to have the broken clouds. At 2 o'clock, we're going to have the overcast clouds. At 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then at 7 p.m., we start with broken clouds. 8 o'clock, scattered clouds. What a nice variety. Broken, scattered, and overcast. Interesting. Never noticed that before. They're starting to get some orange and gold to them. Believe it or not, I have the microphone on the other end of the camper in my sink. The least, the place that'll get least disturbed. That little cabinet I started building, it still needs coats of resin and stuff, but it fits my water jugs on it. Right now, I only have one water jug and my trash can on it, but my sink goes right under it. I was able to turn it on, wash my hands like a real sink. I'm so excited. I have an outdoor sink I want to put in, but that's for now. I'm just doing all this. My foam cabinet situation isn't going to work out. I think I'm going to get plastic drawers, which I did see some I can get, and then I'll make a countertop. I'm going to do a countertop for the kitchen and a countertop for my drawers on the other side. And I'm going to glue magnets to them so they're kind of built in that way. I just really, really wanted built-in cabinets made out of foam, but it's just so much work and my lifestyle. I don't have the space to do it. Hey, Fry, how are you today? Yep, I was talking about my cabinets again. I think I'm obsessed with getting them in here. Well, the sun is down. Let the colors begin. Dun, dun, dun. I think I crashed today because I ate too much sugar. I went crazy. I saw this yummy stuff, bought it, and decided I was going to sample a little bit of everything. And I crashed. A big sugar crash. Oh, what's buffering, me or the sun? Okay, it's not buffering anymore, whichever one it was. I'm going to have to mess around with the YouTube streaming one, see if there's a way to shut off the autofocus on the YouTube stream one. I still haven't figured out the autofocus shutting off on StreamYard. Because every time I try to go to the camera to do it, it messes up the StreamYard. So I have the window cracked. I don't know how well you can hear the winds whistling. scanning a little bit. There's that big bush in the corner that we're used to watching every night. There. Now we got our pink clouds. Our signal has been crappy this year. I don't get it. Maybe there's more people still around than I suspect. Clouds are starting to get a little red. That's cool. Over here, the clouds are silhouettes against the pink sky. Oh, their flag is done behind me. Why would you fly a flag at night but not in the daytime? Unless they just decided the flag was making noise, flapping around. Interesting. It's pretty green out here this. Sorry about that. It's pretty green out here this year compared to previous years. Shoot, whatever that was, I knocked it down. It's probably something I needed. Yep, it was my salt shaker. I found it. Apparently, I had it over here to salt my bread or something. Well, I've got so much work to do around here. That's all it was. I dropped the salt shaker. It's been found. Now the moisture won't gather on the floor. Is it cheap again? Can't see. Probably not. Well, now the clouds are turning into silhouettes and losing their color. But we should get reds on the horizon, though. I found my other really strong magnet that I got to put the cabinets against the thing, but I just gotta get it taken apart. What did I do? There it is. See, if this is a work day, I'd be getting ready to go to sleep right now. Which is why I haven't been doing the sunsets, because I'd have to go to sleep right before it gets really good. We get the silhouette now. With some red starting in. Hmm. Hmm. Turn it a little bit. Get more of the color of the sky. It's getting chilly out here fast. There we go. More of the sky color there. I should do it straight on so that you're seeing what I see when I look out my door. That way I don't want to miss that red over there either. There we go. Does it look blurry on a big 85-inch TV, that, or does it look nice and clear? I gotta find somebody with an 85-inch TV to watch it. It looks clear. Oh, that would be amazing. Hi, Annie. It's out of the hospital. Honda Civic groups. What does that mean? Everybody's Honda Civics are coming apart. So I'm getting excited. It looks like I'm not going to start my head drive until June because it's so cold. I'm hanging out here till the 15th. And then I've got some automotive work and all new tires to get put on while I'm in Mesa. Then I'm going to Tucson for a visit because it's still too cold. And then I'm going to hit Mingus Mountain, my favorite spot, before I head out. So it'll probably be like June. Maybe I'll be in Sacramento for my birthday, maybe. That would be kind of fun. But I don't know how long it's going to take me to get up the coast. I may drive it all in a short amount of time, or I may take my time. I really don't know how my visits are going to line up yet. But I'm getting really excited to be up in Washington. Probably gonna get to see Annie. And yes, I was moving my hands because I was excited. How many streamers have you got to meet yet, Annie? Oh, it's all cool, no problem. Yeah, all Honda Civic owners, including Wagavan. She has relatives and siblings. The Honda Civic has relatives and siblings. Huh? Oh, 'cause a Wagavan's like a Honda Civic, maybe. I don't know much about these. Is that a star we're seeing on that screen or a light spot? Okay. So pretty out there. Oh, that's a star we're seeing in the camera. That is definitely a star. Probably Venus, because it's usually the first star and the brightest, which isn't really a star, it's more of a planet, but hey, I'll be the first streamer that you meet. Wow. Yeah, I'll put some long sleeves on and you can give me a side hug. I'm excited too. I'm excited that anybody's excited to see me. No, I'm excited to see Annie too. I'm excited to see Stacy and Chris, and his friend Tony, and my friends. Uh, why can't I remember their names? The managers from the camp, and wow, that's funny. And Andrew and Crystal. Hopefully, I got to figure out how to get in touch with them. I know Eric has their number. I can get in contact with them through Eric, I guess. Warning. I just might. It might just be a reaction. Put your hands up in the air if I overamp. I, and wave them around like I just don't care. Could you see it? Me flapping my arms around up in the air. Help me! Help me! You'll be able to restrain yourself. You'll be all right. We'll have to send Eric a picture of us. You can send a picture of us, I guess. Would you also, Annie, be interested in having us streaming us doing some painting? That's something else I would want to do when I visit people is stream. Oh, my flashlight started strobing. Is have stream a little painting session as well as the drives there. It's going to be such a fun summer, I hope. I've got big plans. I wonder how many people. I don't even know if I can get over to the Canadian side. I don't have a passport. I only have the real ID, the star driver's license. So I don't know how many Canadians that would actually be able to meet or not. But you hugged Willie G. Davidson in Daytona Beach, Florida, March of '91. Hugged him for signing it. Cool. I don't. I'm weird. Maybe it's the autism Asperger type thing. I don't get famous people things. I get excited about seeing friends, but I don't get real excited about seeing famous people unless, like, I've seen them on a video for a while and I'm impressed with their teaching style or something, and then I might want to meet them. Like, there's one preacher woman I would be very interested in meeting. She was a brain surgeon also. She's highly intelligent. I just was interested in meeting her. Not anymore. I've seen her stuff lately. I'm like, never mind. Oh, the grandson of Harley Davidson. Okay. When I was a teenager, we were at a campground and there was, I can't remember which group. It was a rock and roll band. They were camping for one night, but I can't remember which band it was. I know down in Florida we were on a bus and there was people from the group Yes on the city bus for some reason. My uncle got excited about that. That's when I was a teenager. But camping, there was a, oh, I can't remember what band it was, but that was amazing. Yeah, I do like to name drop when you know famous people once in a while. You'd be like, oh yeah, I know so and so, or I've met so and so. Like, who's that lady from Taxi? Mary Lou something or other. She was on a talk show that they wanted my daughter on because my daughter had been through this program and she was a sample graduate. Well, oh gosh, I was really nuts then. And they put us on and they just wanted to, ugh, it was embarrassing. But I'm glad that show never, it just, it disappeared. Lisa or something, I can't remember. Just embarrassing. I mean, the type of counseling I got, it just really embarrassed me that I talked about some of the stuff that they taught me, and all of a sudden it was wrong and embarrassing. And I don't know, maybe that's what talk shows are meant to do. But anyway, that was my 5 minutes of fame, I guess, on TV. Then on radio, I was Tiny Tim for a Christmas story on radio, or whatever the name of that story is. Scrooge. They had it on radio. I was the voice of Tiny Tim. I didn't know him. I was hanging with a friend, and he saw him standing there at the Marriott. We were meeting up. He said, "Get Willie G to sign Reed's." Read his books. I did. Wow. Yay. I still have beach balls from the second Woodstock. They were blown up and we were bouncing them all around. I've got one of those from the second Woodstock that I took my kids to. We were up by the we were up in the woods by the big wood pile was the bathroom. We didn't want to go out with the mud people. They were pretty vicious out that way. But I was surprised we found our car. I didn't realize we walked like 20 miles in. Well, hitched rides, walked, a combination of all that. So when it came time to go home, I couldn't even remember which direction. They're like, "What town did you leave your car in?" And I'm like, "I don't even know." But they offered to let us ride the buses from town to town, and the first one we took, there was the vehicle. I'm like, "Oh yay, that was good." But that was scary, not knowing, not realizing I needed to remember more details than I did. But maybe the details I did remember gave them the best guess of direction to go. Let me see if I can turn the camera a little bit more. Since we're not seeing much of anything, I want to see if we can get the lights from downtown. Ooh, wow, it's getting cold out fast. Oh, there is a lot of color out here. Oh, the moon is directly overhead. I don't know if I got it in the shot or not. Let me go look and see what I got. I tried to show the city lights, and then I got all excited trying to show the moon. So let's see what I got. Nope, I only got the stars. Wait, that's lagged. It's still going up. Nope, I didn't get the moon. But you can see the city lights there to the right. That's downtown Quartzsite with the Loves and the Pilot gas station sign. Wow, that Venus is very bright, isn't it? Wow. Oh, man, I can't see the chat when I'm watching it in full screen. That's cool. See, I kind of wish StreamYard wasn't limited. I might end up getting StreamYard after I get my gadgets for streaming. I like being able to put the chat up on the screen so we could see what I'm referring to when I answer. lights here. I don't know if it's going to affect the camera out there. Okay, I'm going to turn this back a little bit because we're not seeing. Oh, why am I opening the door? There is some color coming out that way. There we go. Alright, hopefully my plugging in my light in here doesn't affect out there. Sat around the merry talking the stories we had with Ridge. I invited him to go down the 50th anniversary of Bike Week in March 91. He stayed home. Well, it is very dark out this other end. There's clouds rolled in. That's kind of weird. Considering I have the moon right over top of me, it's got to be clouds over there or something for it to be that dark. Mike and Barb. That's it. I've got to get in contact with them. They don't know I have plans on coming to see them yet. They're usually busy. I'll be lucky if I get a few hours to say hi to them, but I want to at least try to stop and see them. Yeah, I can't see the moon. I could show you the moon. Let's see if we can get it in view. But that's not the moon you're seeing right now. Alright, here, I'm going to have to pick up the phone and do it this way. That is the moon. Oh, sorry. It's pretty far away from that star we're seeing. So, yeah, you can't see the moon from here. But it is pretty, and I can't hold the phone still enough. That's why I need to get a GoPro, or at least a stabilizing camera. It's not a GoPro. That is Venus, yep. That's what you're seeing is Venus. Pretty bright, isn't it? It's amazing. I love the Arizona skies. I like this new camera. It was a $25 phone and had a 13 megapixel camera, and it's got three lenses on it, and it just takes in so much of the view that the other cameras couldn't. This is great. So that crappy phone was worth the investment for the camera and the games. I could play games on it with my hotspot and not have to turn on my laptop just to do something. It's very beautiful. It is. Sometimes we get a really deep red before it goes black. And that camera does really good with the microphone too, because if I had that microphone on my other phone, you would not be hearing my voice if I went to the other side of the camper. But that microphone's on the other side of the camper and people are hearing me. It's a Samsung A something or other, A30 or something like that. It was at Dollar Tree or Family Dollar or something like that. Let's see. No, we have Dollar General and we have Family Dollar, and what it was at both the stores for the prepaid phone thing, but it only got 4G, so it wasn't worth it for activating it, but it's doing pretty good. Yeah, it's no good for cell service though. I deactivated it. I figured if I wanted to use it for something else, it wouldn't even be worth it because it doesn't go over 4G. It doesn't get light. And so it was picking up next to nothing, and I'm like, that's not worth it. But if I hook it up to my hotspot, I can load it up with games because my Android is getting less and less room. As you upgrade Android, since they have to write all those programs, they take up so much space with the updates and you get less and less on it. So I'm putting it on the games on the other phone. The girls at work saw me with two phones and they're like, look, she's got two phones like a pimp. Oh, I don't know if we're going to get the deep red. We might. It's getting there. I am impressed. $25. That's a pretty good picture for 25. It'd be even better if I got my fingerprint off the lens. Bet you didn't even notice it there. Yep, about 25 bucks. It was on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale or not, but Dollar General and Family Dollar. Oh, can you do Wi-Fi calling though? Because I have a hotspot. Yeah, these cheap phones wouldn't be good for activating for calls and stuff. Well, maybe for phone calls only, but the mobile service on it sucked. I like to see this kind of picture with cactuses in the background. This is what I'm going to see if I get to camp out at Superstition. If my mechanic friend gets my tires changed fast enough, I'll be able to camp out there and I will get some cactus shots. The sunrise comes through a little dip in the mountains. It's really awesome. We're not, it doesn't look like I'm going to get red, but I'm going to wait to find out. There's also a ghost town out there that's kind of fun too. Oh, I should do a stream over there. You should do a short text message to your online Skype number. Then I'll have your number. The number has a Washington area code. Oh, okay. We'll worry about that later. If you go to my about section, you can email me. It's like it's in black or something. You got to kind of click it to see the email address. That prevents bots, as far as I know. But anyway, if you go to my about page, you see that blacked out thing. That's my email address in there. You can email it, and then we could set all that stuff up. But it's a few months off. I think we're getting a little excited here. I am. I can't wait to see people. That's getting pretty black. It is going to be a very dark night despite the moon being out. When I look out this back window and how dark it is, I can barely see the neighbor behind me. Barely. And they have a campfire going. Hi, we the people. It is getting very, very dark out. I'm waiting. Usually we get a tiny splash of deep red as the sun gets very, very dark. We're also waiting for another surgery. What's that emote, Fry? I don't know what that little guy is. The sun? Oh, yeah, he is. Hard to see. What's the difference between a managing moderator and a standard moderator? I didn't even know there were differences. I just clicked the name to see the channel stuff, and that's what came up. What kind of moderator is Annie? Are you a standard? Oh, yep. She's a standard one. I guess I don't have a managing one. I'm the managing one. I wonder what the difference is. I'm gonna have to find that out later. Managing has almost the same power as you. Oh, are we starting to see a touch of red? Oh, no, we're not. It is black. That's it, guys. That's all the color we're getting. It's just gonna get pitch black out now. Well, it's not like I'm on StreamYard and I can switch to the inside or anything. Oh, wait, I can switch inside. Wow. Hold on. I shall bring it in. I'm bringing it in. Some people have not seen my place yet. Let me bring that spot in first, so don't drop it. Okay, we don't get too dizzy. That's my front door. If I put the sheer curtain over it. Alright, I sit back this way. There we go. So, there's my sink, part of my kitchen, my front door. We're coming back into the kitchen area. Another heater. Oh, well, I have a heater that goes on the stove over there too, and the fan blows the heat over. I got a lot of junk in that area. And then here's my laptop, my desk area. Oh, here. There we go. And then we've got, I put some of my hygiene stuff in a bin, and one of my paintings in front of the clothing, and office supplies. You can see I painted the reflective like a wallpaper. This side I don't like as much as I like this side. It's much better, especially when I do the blue lights in here. Alright, so now I'll go down to the other end and show you the back end with these other curtains. Man, I've got a mess in here. I went food shopping and I stuffed snacks in here, which I shouldn't have done. They should be out in the truck. You should not have snacks in here. Alright, so there we go. That's my couch sleeping area. I made an insulated curtain. It works pretty dang well. And we go back to the clothing. So there we go. It's all cedar, by the way. Front and back. Alright. Now, how do I reverse the camera? I've got to put it to the front. Now I'm going to zip over this way. Hello. There. Boy, this thing's on lag. I do need a stabilizing camera. I do really bad at trying to hold that thing steady, don't I? Can I stand in it? I can stand if I bend at the waist. It's about the height of my hip to my feet. I can sit up this way though. But no, can't stand in it. But I love it. It's like an attic apartment kinda. To me. I even found a spot for my painting. I had plants in here. I put the garden outside. So I do have a microwave, but I mostly have the stove sitting on it and my spices in it. If I were on shore power, I would plug it in. No, I don't need to stand in the camper. When I was living in a mobile home, all I did was sit at the laptop or sleep. And the rest of my house, I went out to cook. And then I walked to the bathroom. Well, I can go walk out to the bathroom. Sometimes I have to have a tent for a bathroom, but I have a bathroom. And I walk for that, and I go to go get my food to cook. So it's not much different. It's just a smaller space, and I go outside to walk. Well, now I feel awkward. So I'm gonna go. Besides, I want to stream the sunrise. So I'm gonna go, and I hope somebody's streaming something because I like to fall asleep to stream. But thanks. I built this, by the way, and I don't know if you saw the outside of it, but it kind of looks like it's studded because I added extra bolts. I had some bolts and they were kind of sticking out, and I'm like, what the heck? So I added extra and gave it kind of a studded look. It was on the convoy. You could see it in the convoy pictures. But I'm hoping to get a second roof on it. I got carried away with trying to make cabinets. I spent way too much money, and now I'm not going to have them because they're too much work for my lifestyle. It won't work. I could have spent that money on a second roof, but I will do that next time. All right. I'm going to go for now, and I shall see you in the morning. I'm going to have a panel. If anybody wants to chat, join the panel, whatever. Yeah, let's see. I started about, it'll probably be before 6 because the colors start early. It's the opposite of a sunset. With the sunset, you put it as the sun's going down, and then the colors start. But for a sunrise, they start long before the sun comes up. So it might be about 5:30, 5:45. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Hasta la vista.